Hello, other strangers. So, I know I haven't posted in about a month and a half, and there's good reason for that, I promise. I have been recovering from surgery. That has been a process. This was the surgery that took out my tonsils, fixed my deviated septum, and put a septal button in the septum that's right here in the middle of your nose. I was pretty out of it for about 2 weeks. Couldn't eat normally. First 3 days were the worst. It was about a true month after my surgery when I finally was able to stop taking the pain meds. It was about 3.5, 4 weeks before I could sleep lying down. But now I'm a lot better and I'm ready to run hopefully back into the workforce soon. In the meantime, there's a couple of other things that are going on. For the next, I think I have 7 more weeks of class. I'm taking a pattern making class where basically I'm learning how to take somebody's measurements and create a custom garment from scratch, which is a lot. It's a lot to figure out and learn how to do. I have spent the last 3 classes just fitting the garment or fitting a muslin to myself, which is basically a mock-up that's made to fit pretty closely to my body. But from this muslin block, I'm able to make anything my heart desires, at least for myself. And in learning and exploring that process, hopefully I will be able to apply it to other people, and it will help me get jobs after the new year. At least that's the goal. And so I will be doing that through, I think, the second week in December. I'm very excited because this week I get to finally actually build something, and it is totally up to me, but it has to be a shirt. So I am looking for ideas, but I gotta know quick, because I gotta draft it probably Wednesday or Thursday so I can cut and build it over the weekend. The other exciting thing I've got going on is I'm now taking piano lessons for a couple of months. My neighbor is looking to get more adult students, and I told her I didn't have any money to pay her for lessons right now. And she said, that's fine, I'll do it for free for now. For 2 reasons I found out later. She didn't say this explicitly, but I kind of figured it out. So she teaches mostly itty bits, little itty bits, and they're doing a recital in December at an old folks home. And the little itty bits, they're cute. They don't play very well. And she's trying to have somebody who plays a little bit better / isn't gonna hurt their ears. And also she's trying to get new students who are older, more adults, stay-at-home moms, college students. And so this is like advertising in a way. But since I have a strong background in music, hopefully I will have something prepared in a month and a half. I had my first lesson last week, where she assigned me my first few things. I had taken piano lessons when I was younger, but I have forgotten a lot of things. So I'm picking that back up. Hopefully I will have something to play and sing in December to tell you about my dad. So for those of you who didn't see one of my last videos, my dad had a stroke at the beginning of August, and he's doing really, really well, all things considered. He is up and moving. He's been going to speech therapy for a month and a half-ish. He can drive. He's getting a lot of things less confused. He's still having some trouble with certain letters though, and he's still kind of slow to type, which is unfortunate because he's really trying to get back to his job as a software programmer, and he's having trouble processing information. So fingers crossed, good vibes, thoughts and prayers, whatever you want to send my way, my dad's way. We appreciate it. He's trying to occupy his time by working on carpentry. He's starting to build furniture, and there's multiple things he wants to build, but the first thing is he's building me a shelving unit that I'll be able to take apart completely and put back together completely without a screw or a nail. So I'm very excited for that. Last thing I want to talk to you guys about is voting. I have my absentee ballot here. It's not filled out, I promise. That's the front. Go vote. Vote. I'm gonna fill this out today, put it in the mail. Tomorrow is a week before election day, so hopefully it'll have plenty of time to get to the county house to be counted. I am in Georgia, and we have the Stacey Abrams-Brian Kemp gubernatorial race, and it's kind of terrifying to be here right now. It's not like people are out in the streets with the pitchforks and whatnot, kind of terrifying, but it's the fact that Brian Kemp is the Secretary of State and in charge of elections and has not stepped down from that position despite being the Republican candidate. I don't care that he's the Republican candidate. I care that there's that massive conflict of interest, and Georgia already has a history of voter suppression. It's just a mess. It's a huge mess. And it worries me, and the race is so close. It is like within statistically insignificant differences in the polls. I don't want to look at politics as a win-lose situation, but this is one of those times where I get worried about the validity of the election when one of the people running is in charge of the election, like oversees it all. Like how that's what just blows my mind about this. That's what I don't understand, and people aren't talking about that enough. People are always like, oh, it's Kemp versus Abrams. She would be the first female African American governor. He's the Republican candidate. It's the mess with the registration, which I'm not saying isn't important. But how can I'll just pose this question to you. How can you have a valid election when the person who oversees the election is also running? How do I trust that person to do the right thing? So, fun times in Georgia. Yeah. But to end on a more positive note, overall, like, my personal life, despite not having a job right now, is looking up. Things are going fairly well. If I can leave you on anything, go vote. I kind of care who you vote for, but I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. The important thing is that you vote. The important thing is that you vote. I'll see you later, other strangers.